Welcome. My name is Caroline. I'm from Bubbly Maths and I am presenting activities from AIMSEC and the Aiming High website. The link to this activity is in the description and it's all about probability. We played this game on Friday night, on Saturday morning, and we're playing it again now, and it's based on having two dice. And what we've been doing arithmetic, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Those we did yesterday morning. We'll review it all again in the morning from the point of view of what you will learn, really looking at what you will learn. We're going to play the game and look at what you're learning. And tonight we're just going to talk a little bit, we're going to play the game and talk more about probabilities. Now, how is it probabilities? Well, first of all, let's explain the game for those that haven't seen it before. So we're going to throw two dice, and essentially whenever you throw a one, just one dice, you will lose you lose that round, and everything you've gained during that round is cancelled. If you throw two dice, then you lose everything. So I'll show you now how it works, and it's all about how likely is it that you're going to throw a one. So that's me, that's you. I'm going to start, since you're the guest, I'm going to start with you. Ooh, oh my goodness. Now our objective, excuse me, our objective is to get to 100. That's our objective. So over here and over here, get to 100. And you threw, by the way, a double six. 6 and a 6. So make that 6 plus a 6 there, which is a 12. And we're going to put that in the box for us to keep, or whatever. Now, how likely is it that in the next roll you'll throw either a 1 and another number, or no ones at all, in which case you get to keep the score, or a double one? How likely is it? Well, in this case, we've done a pretty good score, so I think I'm going to decide for you. We're going to bank your 12. That is safe unless you throw a double one. So cancel that out. Now it's my turn. Oh, a 5 and a 3. You can see where the arithmetic comes in, and you can do lots of things with adding and subtracting and multiplying as well. You can do all 12 times tables with this as well. There's a way of doing it. And that's 8. So I'm going to put that in the box. This is my calculation column here. So I do my calculating in that one. And so I'm behind you, so I'm going to have another go. It's worth how likely is it? I got a 2 and a 2, which is 4. That gives me 12. Now, question is, am I going to bank the 12, or am I going to risk it? How likely is it that I throw a 1, or worse still, 2 1s? Ooh, I got a 4 and a 4. So that's 8. I've now got 20, so I'm going to put the 8 there, so I can decide now. Okay, that gives me 20. Double check my answers. I'm going to bank the 20. So finish those calculations, and your turn. It's your turn. Let's give it, see it. We're going to go until we get a 1, see what happens. Okay, you've got a 4 and a 6. So that's 10. Now, with that, you're still quite far ahead. Oh no, I've got 20. Managed to get 20. So maybe one more throw. I hope you. Woo! A 4 and a 4. That goes in the box. 4 plus a 4 is 8. That's 18. That takes you to 30. We're going to stop there. We're going to play it safe. how likely is it that we throw a dice with a 1 in it, that one of those numbers is 1 if we throw again? What do you reckon? Okay, well, we're going to bank it. All right. Whoopsie. It's not 10 plus, it's 10 plus 8, 18. And then we're going to bank that. So 18 gives us 30. So that's safe. You've got that. Now it's my turn. Let's see. You have to throw once. So there's no, oh, you have to throw once. And I threw a 1 and a 4, which means it doesn't matter what it adds up to because I don't get anything because I threw a 1. Now it's your turn. Oh dear, you threw a 1 and a 6, which means you don't get anything. So then it's my turn again. You can see how it works. So it's all about how likely is it? Now, what so the question is, you can come up to lower numbers if you want to make a quicker game of it, but it's all about you play for fun, you think to win, and you play to learn. Now, can you work out a strategy so that you're more likely to win and therefore less likely to lose? Can you do that? Is there something you can do to make that possible? So have a chat and if you come up with some ideas, and have a go at them. And you can talk, if you've got other young people with you, have a talk with them. And if you want to talk with grown-ups, then have a chat with grown-ups and see if you can come up with something. So we're looking at 3 options every time you throw. One is, of all these 3, what is most likely that you throw a 1? Let's see, let's put it here. If you throw a 1 and we don't know what, if you throw a 1 and a 1, or if you throw, this is basically not a 1, so I'm going to use a not, or I'm going to put that line across there, which means it's not a 1, or a not a 1 and a not a 1. So what you can list out all the possibilities and count them and see how many possibilities there are of throwing not a 1 and not a 1, how many possibilities there are of throwing a 1 and a 1, and both dice. So I'm just going to write them here. That would be, whoopsie, 1 dot on the dice, and that'd be no dots. I mean, more than 1 dot, so there'd be a very minimum 2 dots or more, 2 dots or more. And then this one would be 1 dot and then 2 dots or more. So you can list them all out and decide what is the most likely to throw this, this, or this, and what is the least likely to throw this, this, and this, and have a good think about it. And one of the big life skills in this learning this game, looking at this probability, is about gambling. And one of the things that you think about is, does what's happened in the past actually influence what's going to happen in the future when you're rolling a dice? I do mean when you're rolling a dice. I don't mean if you get education and you get better at something, you get a lot of practice in it. I mean when you're playing a game of pure luck and you're rolling a dice. And deciding, practice with games like this helps you make decisions in life. It helps you assess decisions. It helps you assess when you have to make a decision or solve a problem. If you have different options you've got to choose from, how likely are you to get the desired outcome from the different options? And so you can really think about it quite carefully. What we'll do tomorrow is we're going to play the game, and we're going to play it thinking about the likelihoods, the probabilities, as well as I'll run again through in the morning all the different operations, so we can add, subtract, multiply, and divide. And the divide game, the multiply game can also be converted into a times table game. And the divide game is very much a strategy, a work out what the best solution is, and you've got choices with the divide game. So if you look at the activity sheet, which is in the description, you just click it and download it. You've got lots of different options for all the different ages. So at 9 o'clock in the morning, I'll be going through the options for 7 to 18-year-olds. I'll just systematically go through them. And that'll be all the arithmetics. It'll be looking at the probabilities or how likely it is to work. And we'll also then at 10 o'clock, that's London time, we'll be reviewing the early years activity and coming up with a few more ideas than what we did yesterday. So hopefully expanding on everything and giving you some really useful activities for you to play. And I really, really, really recommend, if you can get your head around it, to actually play 30 minutes a day after a meal, before a meal, whatever it is. Everyone in the family sits down and plays a game. So maybe have your meal, clear up, and then come back, play the game for half an hour, and then get on with the rest of your day. It gives you great time where everyone in the home is doing an activity together, which is good bonding. And also it gives you, it develops your math skills. And in a way that is super enjoyable, and hopefully makes you look forward to understand the maths better when you do it in class, and make it something you actually enjoy doing. So that's the activity. If you like these lives, please do share the lives, share the group, tell everybody about the group if you think it's a useful group for you. And we've got 2 YouTube channels. There's the Bubbly Maths YouTube channel, where lives like this are going up, and they're just there as lives, and they're saved as lives. We've got some other activities going up. YouTube's about maths anxiety, that sort of thing. And there's lots of videos on there with balloons and soap bubbles, which is what we do when we go out at Bubbly Maths. We go out and when we do live shows, or we do them online now as well at the moment. And then there's the Maths Toys channel, where every activity, the objective is that every Aiming High activity that this one is based on will have a video to accompany the activities, in addition to having the activities. Now, these activities are super useful. AIMSEC was set up and is an organization that provides professional development for teachers in Africa. It was started just in South Africa, and most of the trainings are done in South Africa. They're also done in other countries now. So it's really high quality trainings. And what AIMSEC does is also provides bursaries for teachers that work in rural and disadvantaged communities, to give them some additional training and to help them help their learners through knowing better how to teach maths. It gives them a better chance of coming out of poverty. Can you imagine some of the children in Africa that live in villages where the school is a hut? It might not, it might be mud on the floor. Or I've been to many schools in the townships in South Africa where they don't have a hall or anything like that. Some do, but many don't have a hall. So we're doing all the activities with my balloons and my soap bubbles. We're doing them all outside, and people can't hear too well, but we manage it. We manage it, and we have some wonderful teachers that give so much of themselves to improve the lives of these young learners. And so AIMSEC provides bursaries, and one of the things we're doing is fundraising for that. So that's one thing that Bubbly Maths does, is fundraising for the bursaries for those teachers. So, and the YouTube channels are, I said Bubbly Maths and Maths Toys. I said that, right? And all that information is in the welcome pack, the welcome description that's pinned to the top. So, thank you for joining. See you 9 o'clock tomorrow. That's for 7 to 18-year-olds. That's 9 o'clock London time in the morning and 10 in the morning for early years. And then tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, we'll introduce the activity that we'll be doing on Tuesday. Thank you very much for joining. And you're so welcome to join us every day. And please do share, as I say. And now I'm going to go and see. I didn't do the share, so I'm not going to worry about that. So I'll just find the stop button. And if anybody has commented, my experience is it doesn't come up in time for me to respond while I'm doing the live, unless I have a technical person with me, and I usually don't. So if anybody wants to volunteer for that, by the way, you can do that by remote. Please do. That would be much appreciated. Doing this on my own is it's quite challenging. Thank you very much for joining. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a lovely evening.